welcome back to my garden. In today's video, I'm getting ready to go in and de-winterize this area here. Now, as you guys can see, I still have my winter greens here. I want to go in, I want to remove my winter greens. I have not started pruning my hydrangeas yet. There's no reason for that except for I just have not had the chance to do it. I have so much stuff going on in my garden, you guys, and just so much stuff just going on in general. But what I want to do is I want to come in, I want to clean all of the winter greens out of this area. Once I clean out the winter greens, I do want to go in and just spruce this whole entire area up. And I'm excited to see what the area looks like. I have a lot of things in store over here that we're going to get done in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. All of my containers cleaned out, I want to go in and I want to freshen up my benches, give my benches a beautiful, nice layer of paint. And then we're going to be moving in some containers. Woo! Let's get started with spray painting. The first bench painted. Here's the thing, I think I only have one more can of black spray paint, but what I need to do is I am going to be setting up some containers in this area. I'm also going in and I'm also going to spray paint the base. I want to go ahead and I want to get the container, the pedestals in place, paint the pedestals up. If I have any paint left over, then I'll go ahead and I'll finish painting the other bench. In the event that I don't have enough paint left over, I at least want to get my pedestals to where I have them at least painted up black so I can go ahead and get the containers planted up. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and just show you guys how I'm going to get this planted up. Now, more than likely, I'll be working well into the night, and if I cannot get everything done, I'll post to the community page what our outcome is if we have a break in the rain, because it is supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm sick of the rain, but we need the rain. But anyways, let's go ahead and let me show you guys these beautiful plants that I have. guys, I really love this container. So in this container, I went in and I used just some real simple, easy to find components. I used a beautiful pink ranunculus in the middle, and then I also used a white pansy with a little hint of yellow. Then I went in on the side and did a saxifrage. Now when you look at this at first glance, it kind of gives more of a red undertone, and that's fine because in this area over here in the springtime, we have some tulips that are planted up, and last year we had an amazing show. So this container was planted out and pre-planned. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead, click the subscription button. We would love for you to join us. Ended up working late into the night last night. We got one of the containers done. I do have one more container that I want to get planted up. I also want to go in and I want to get all of these hydrangeas pruned out. Since I'm already out here, we've had a break in the weather. I also would like to get my fountain going. So let's go ahead and start pruning these hydrangeas. All of the hydrangea standards are pruned up in this area. Now, I do have 2 more hydrangea standards, so it's a total of 6 hydrangea standards, and they give the most amazing show in the summertime. Now, I was able to prune my smaller standard hydrangeas in the nighttime, so I went ahead and I pruned those up last night. Penelope, and P, are you supposed to be in there? But for the big ones, I went ahead and waited to do those where I had more light to see. I started pruning some of them, just kind of cleaning up the canopy. Now, because I am stressed for time, it's getting ready to rain. What I'm going to do is this last one here, I have that cleaned out where I went in, I took all of the small stems out that's smaller than a pencil. So anything that's smaller than a pencil, you really want to prune that out. But here's the thing. Sometimes that hydrangea standard may not look like it's going to produce a bloom, but if you look right here, look at this bloom. Look at the stem. Now, we did have where it went down a little bit, but it is smaller than a pencil, but it still was able to produce a bloom. And I'm saying all that to say this. If you don't have a mature specimen, don't stress out. Don't try to break the bank paying $400 or $500 sometimes for some of these standards, depending on what grower it comes from, depending on how many years it's spent at the greenhouse, depending on the show that you see. That's where you will see these hydrangea standards that are $400, sometimes $500, depending on what region you're in. If all you can get at that time is a smaller hydrangea standard, then go for that. What I'm going to do now is I'm about to get my fountain up and going, and then I'm going to show you guys what this area looks like. There will be quite a few changes coming to this area this season, and I am so excited about it. Let's start the fountain. Yes. Yes. Starting to rain, but I got so much done. You guys can see the container over here. You guys can see the beautiful container over there. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go ahead and call the video quits. I'm going to be creating a new area in my garden, and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time in the springtime. But you guys, this is my secret weapon. You want to get a piece of black screen and use this as a skim for your fountain, you guys. And what it does is it prevents you having to break your fountain down and clean out the pump, because sometimes, even though you have your fountain inside of a pump house, things still can get through.